Meo, Meo. Hello, guten Tag. How are you? Welcome back to my podcast about my book, IT ERP Projects, 33 years experience, 99 souls, 66 minutes to read. Today we go to the chapter 3, or thought number 3. And as always, I will start with a lecture and then explaining a little bit what I was thinking when I did write it. Thought 3. Have your IT landscape vision, strategy, and plan. Much in your ERP project will depend upon your IT landscape. Limitations often come from IT platforms, support, and knowledge. Make sure you've done your homework. Consolidating IT landscape during an ERP is very critical. Even though the ERP will be the heart of your business process software, make sure you don't forget the rest. So, we are now in 2024, somewhere in the middle of the transitioning to fully cloud. AI is lingering in the dark or rising up. And many of the traditional ways of implementing software starts to get overcome, especially when it gets to the supporting and deployment of the tool. Coming over the last, 40 years, having more or less the infrastructure under the full authority of the IT, having maybe virtualized hyperscaler implementations, but not yet a software as a service or platform as a service as we have nowadays, which shifts the traditional needs and knowledge which the IT department needs to have from the core techies setting up all the Windows stuff, firewalls, cloud, network, and servers, SQL, all these things, bits and pieces, can be shifted to a third party, to our supplier, if we go to software as a service. But as the market is still vast and there's a lot of different platforms, a lot of different applications, the interconnection and the support may become critical. So you have to think and make your vision where you want to go as a company. Is a fully cloud your strategy? Is that the vision? Is that something you can handle over the next couple of years? If so, you need to build up the resources. Either take your existing resources and transition them from setting up a SQL server, setting up a Windows server or an Oracle server, to managing a cloud-hosted platform, which is completely different because most of the technical part is done or blocked, so you blocked and can only be done by the external partner. If for any reason you decide to manage more on your own, stay on the premises or continue having hyperscaler applications with virtual hardware or software, you may be sure that this is a path which is supported over the next years, which can also be critical. If you go a little bit back in time, in somewhere mid-2010s, 2015s, Microsoft started to deploy AX7, becoming then Microsoft D365, which was at the beginning either fully cloud-hosted or on-prem installation. Over the time, pressure did rise, and now the on-prem version is gone. You can only have a full cloud version, which is, at least for the larger software supplier, the business model of the future. I don't say it's your business model for using it, but it's what the market sometimes forces you to do. If you go that way, be also sure that you think about, is there possibilities to consolidate the different platforms, not only having Azure, AWS, Google, and all the other cloud platforms, but really trying to reduce the interference and interfaces and also different support strategies from one or two platforms so that you can reduce and leverage the resources which you need. Also, from your IT department, being the techie guy, hand-on hacking in the stuff, will shift off on creating ticketing, managing the part with the external partners. So be sure that you create these. If you use your ERP system or your large software project to enforce this transition, that will fail. You need to prepare your vision, where you want to go as a company, which pain you want to go. If you want to keep more under your control, It will be certainly a struggle over the next years to be able to have a kind of on-premise installation. If you go to full cloud strategy, not yet all software is major on a full cloud strategy, so you will have all the pains and problems with unmajor software which you can face. It's a choice. It's a choice to go there, knowing that AI and whatever's coming up will change again the game very, very fast. A long-term vision is certainly difficult for IT projects, but you need to think about where you place the resources and which way you want to go before you start a huge, complex IT project like an ERP project. If you've done that homework, then you can select the appropriate ERP system or large computerized system which you want to roll out. It will make life much easier than enforcing the change, the technology change with a platform. So that's all for now. See you next Friday. Thanks. Keep on watching. Spread the news. Goodbye. Adele. Meow, meow.